Welcome to Narrator's Cut. Today we're going to show you a comedy crime movie called The Hustle. The film begins at a bar, where a man named Jeremy is waiting for his date, a beautiful blonde woman who looks like a model. Instead, he is approached by a con artist, Penny Rust. Penny says that the girl in the image that Jeremy was waiting for is her sister, who has been too nervous to meeting him because she is self-conscious about her tiny breasts. As a result, Penny almost manages to con Jeremy into giving her money for her sister's breast enhancement. On the other hand, Penny is discovered at the pub with the officers by another con artist she has scammed. And she escapes, managing to hide behind garbage bags because her outfit has the appearance of one. Matthias, a Danish guy living in France, comes upon an American lady, Josephine Chesterfield, sitting alone at a pub and approaching her. He approaches her and overhears her narrative about winning a large sum of money at a gambling establishment. Matthias agrees to sell Josephine his mother's precious bracelet, only for an Interpol offer. When Josephine boards a train bound for the French Riviera, she notices Penny defrauding another man by pretending to get money from her abducted sister. She confronts Penny and tells her that she is not trying to raise funds for her abducted sister. Penny's ability to persuade a stranger to purchase her a large amount of food impresses Josephine. Following this, the two meet in another train car, where Penny reveals to Josephine that she preys on males who believe women are either too weak or incapable of caring for themselves. Penny also states that she is coming to the town of Beaumont-sur-Mer to scam wealthy men, but because Josephine lives in Beaumont-sur-Mer and does not want Penny to compete with her, she lures Penny into traveling Port-au-Prince rather than Beaumont. When Josephine arrives at Beaumont-sur-Mer, she discovers that Penny managed to get there by deceiving Gregor. Josephine instructs Bridget to have Gregor recognize her while she takes his money to purchase some water jet packs to arrest Penny. As Penny is being held in prison, Josephine visits her cell and convinces her that Gregor is a part of the Russian mafia and will be murdered once she is released from prison. Penny is forced to return home by Josephine. But while on the aircraft, she is summoned to the lavatory to meet with Matthias, who informs her that Josephine is also a con artist and that she was duped well by her. Penny and Matthias had sex in the bathroom before Penny traveled back to meet Josephine for the first time. Penny makes it back to Josephine's house and begs her to teach her how to become a con artist on the same level as she is. Penny accepts, and Josephine demonstrates some of her tactics for deceiving men and other odd jobs for self-defense to Penny. They begin with a few practice victims. A southern tycoon called Howard Bacon serves as their first target. In exchange for him meeting her sister, Josephine persuades him to offer marriage to her. Penny, who has been done up to seem like a nasty hag, is introduced to Howard by her following. Howard storms out of the room, leaving Josephine with the engagement ring in his possession. Later on, Josephine reimburses Bridget and Albert for their contributions, but she does not return Penny. Penny is disillusioned and decides to leave Josephine while accusing her of being a prominent scam artist known as Medusa. Penny interrupts Josephine's effort to trick an elderly gentleman, causing everything to go apart. The two then place a wager on who will be the first to swindle a healthy individual. They track down their prey, a young software developer called Thomas Westerberg, who appears to be clumsy and stupid enough to be taken advantage of. Josephine tries to catch Thomas at a table in the casino, but Penny walks in claiming to be blind and manages to capture Thomas' attention. Josephine is furious. Penny and Thomas are seated together at a different table, when Penny is attempting to get Thomas to cough up the cash for an eye procedure. When Josephine notices that Penny is employing her techniques, she tries to engage some of Penny's. Penelope looks to be a decent guy, and Thomas informs her about his plans to develop his apps in a way that his supervisors may not be pleased with. When he arrives at the pub, he is looking for a doctor that Penny has concocted. and Josephine takes on the doctor's character so that he may attempt to con money out of him. When he returns to her to the chamber, Penny is disappointed to find her opponent there, and he explains the situation to her. Penny is subjected to a series of tests for a fictitious medical problem, primarily intended to torment her. With Thomas' help, the ladies end up at a nightclub later on. A trio of ladies believes Penny is blind and that Thomas is her ex-boyfriend, who is now living with her best friend Josephine. Penny successfully deceives them. Penny can speak with Thomas alone and discovers that he does not control his firm as she had previously assumed, and that he is almost bankrupt. Still, he is reported prepared to contribute the remainder of his funds to Penny's operation. Penny gets enamored with Thomas and begins to fall in love with him, which causes her to feel bad for defrauding him in the first place. Josephine discovers Penny in her chamber, and Penny confides in Josephine about her emotions for Thomas. Now that things have gone personal, Josephine decides to spice things up by having them compete to see who can win Thomas over the most quickly. Josephine departs, bringing with her the three women from earlier, confronting Penny for lying to them. She then walks into Thomas's room, where she attempts to seduce him, but he is adamant about maintaining a professional demeanor for Penny's sake. Thomas, on the other hand, decides to put lights off before Josephine departs. Penny had to pull her hand off the wall in the morning since it was superglued to the wall the night before. She rushes into Thomas' room just as he is about to leave, and he tells her that she is the only nice thing that has occurred to him while he was there. She attempts to stop him as he walks away, but she slips and falls. When Thomas arrives to assist her, he notices that she is moving her eyes and is not blind, and he believes this is the consequence of the proper medical intervention. The two of them then board Thomas' private plane to say their goodbyes. After the jet takes off, Josephine chases after him, screaming for the plane to come to a halt. Then, when the lights went down, Thomas presented her a PowerPoint presentation on his new app and then ordered her to wash before putting her to bed. And when she came out, all of her clothing and belongings were gone. She then relates to Penny what happened. Thomas claims that Penny returned 500. He was the goddess Medusa. Penny subsequently returns to the area near Josephine's home, where Josephine rewards Penny for her efforts by giving her some money. They are later greeted by Thomas, who gives a tour of the facility to a group of visitors. He approaches the women and informs them that he has earned $6 million so far that year through his new app, and he expresses his gratitude to them before stating that three of them would make an excellent group of people, despite their displeasure. They consent to it, and Penny kisses Thomas on the cheek. It is now the holiday season. An innocent man called Todd had been duped by a group of ladies who have taken refuge under a Christmas tree because their costumes match the decorations. They meet up with Thomas and board a speedboat to go sail. And that's it! Hope you enjoy it, and please leave a comment, like, and subscribe to the channel for more interesting movies to recap. Take care and see you at the next video!